So I came out this morning and she was off the nest and pacing around this crate and just really upset and agitated. So I opened the door. If she's lost her brood, I'm not gonna try and force it. If she's not broody, she can just go back to our regularly scheduled program. So now it's a couple hours later and she's on her nest and she's puffing up and growling. So I think that she's gonna hatch these, or try to hatch these eggs. It was also really chaotic in here this morning because a couple of these juvenile, teenaged chickens had gotten into this area with the little chicks to get their food, of course, because they have food 24 hours and the bigger guys don't. And they got in and could not find their way back out. So they were over here trapped in this little area. Since this is so makeshift, it's got all these gaps. And instead of going around that way, which would have gotten them out, they were trying to go around this way, which basically just walked them deeper into this coil of fencing. So I'm sure that freaked her out. I let her out. She got out. I saw her eat, drink. Now she's back and she's sitting and she's puffing up when I go near her, and I think we're gonna have babies with the mama. I do not have an incubator. At this point, I can order chicks online, not mess with the incubator. It's fun to hatch out chicks from my own chickens. I like doing that. But these guys do just fine. I replace maybe half my flock a year is kind of my current turnover rate, I guess. Although with these guys, it's more than half. But I have a lot of older girls out in the flock. If I get a broody mama, I'm certainly happy to take advantage of that and add to my flock that way. And that also eliminates the pain of the heat lamps and the separate area. So when we've had mamas hatch them out, it's a lot of fun to watch them raise the babies and how much more quickly the babies grow up with mama teaching them than when they're under the heat and getting special food and separate care. You'll also notice the Cornish cross are gone. I butchered the Cornish cross a couple days ago. They are currently chilling in a cooler of ice and need to be packaged up and put in the freezer. I defrosted the freezer yesterday in preparation because it is probably the emptiest it will be as we're heading into growing season. I've got 11 chickens up there to put away, the 10 Cornish cross, and one layer who was not in great shape, and I felt bad for her. She was getting picked on a lot. She was blind in one eye. She was a sweet bird, and I felt bad killing her, but I also felt bad leaving her out there to be constantly picked on. She was always the last to get to eat. She was not terrifically underweight, but certainly not growing the way she probably should have been, or maintaining her weight the way she should have been. So she'll make some delicious soup for us. And we're headed into strawberry season pretty soon, I would say. I've got tons of flowers on my strawberries. We could actually go out there and look at them. That might be a good thing to do. So here we go. Here is, oh, everyone's inside except for this lady. She's the one, she was getting picked on. I think the top of her head got a little bit of a sore on it and got a little bloody. And even though there's absolutely nothing wrong with her, it was probably from the rooster mating with her. But once the other chickens see blood, they just peck at it and peck at it and peck at it. They were really going at the back of her comb, and she was really getting bloody. She's got, you can't really see it from here, she's got scabs now. I had pulled her, I put her in here. It looks a lot better. I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just a little scabby. It's healing. I'm not gonna bother putting her back in with the other chickens because pretty soon they're getting moved in here anyway. Because once I need to plant the garden, they've got to get moved. I'm a little worried about how many chickens I'm gonna have in that little area here for a while, for the summer. So I don't know, I'll have to see about doing that. Anyway, here are my gorgeous strawberries. Look at all the flowers. I am so excited. I am so excited. I really hope we can get a decent harvest this year. So many berries got lost last year to mold. I mean, they molded when they were green, not even close to being ready to pick. So, and here, look, 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 look. Look at that beautiful little strawberry growing right there. There's been so many bees out here lately, so many pollinators hanging out. It's wonderful. And then over here yesterday, I grabbed some starts from a friend who owns a greenhouse. These are broccoli. Over on that side, there is cauliflower, I think 2 cabbages and 1 Brussels sprout. These are my lovely garlics that are looking real good right now. Got peas climbing up my little fence arch. Got my beautiful cattle panel arches. I planted Kajari melons, red noodle beans, 1 cantaloupe, and 1 what are they called? The sugar pumpkins. Just to try. I know. Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, and I planted cucumber seeds on there too, on the front one. And here we've got, I want to say that's a cauliflower. And then I think there's 2 more broccolis at the end of that row. Here's some beautiful radishes. The carrots are coming up. The beets are coming up. There's some nice looking lettuces. I've been harvesting this spinach that overwintered here and there. We had some yesterday with dinner. I've got new spinach coming up, kale, everything. Spring, 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 yay! There's some more kale coming up. I think that's an ornamental kale. I'm not sure how it's gonna go for eating. We're gonna give it a try. Anyway, this is it. This is the garden right now. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous spring. Can't wait for summer, but this is good. This is fun. All right, apparently my toddler's in the bathroom where he's not allowed to be. So I'm gonna head in.